So I'd like you to just take a moment and just reflect on the last year of some of the things that showed themselves, some of these patterns that showed themselves to you. Set your intention to release them. Just take a couple of deep breaths in and out. And we'll begin the journey upward. Just bring your awareness to the base of your spine. Allowing that red, vibrant light to open up the root energy center. And bringing your awareness to the bottom of your feet. Just imagining a brown light there, opening up the earth chakra. Call in your higher selves. And bringing your awareness to that area just below your belly button, allowing the orange light to open up the hips and lower back. Bringing your awareness now just below your breastbone, allowing that yellow golden light to fill your mid-torso. And moving up to your heart center. Opening the light there. The green light fills the chest, the lungs, the shoulders, the arms, the hands. And the blue light in the throat begins to open up the center for following divine will. And moving up to the mid-forehead, the violet light opens the mind. And at the crown of the head is the white light, opening up the highest energy center, the seventh energy center. And higher than that, we go up to the eighth energy center, the golden light. The eighth energy center is here where the karmic patterns, destiny points. Just imagine about a foot above your head that golden light. Allowing that golden light to drape down around you, forming a cocoon of golden light, and allowing yourself to lift up. Allowing yourself to relax as you're being ever so gently lifted up. Lifting up through the atmosphere of the earth, and traveling through a portal of light into the fourth dimension. And just allowing yourself to drift higher and higher, letting go. Going through another portal of light into the 5th dimension. And there before you is a plane of light. Just walk onto this plane of light. Here is where your highest patterns of your highest self live and function. As you get a sense of this energy, this plane of light, there is your higher self energy before you. Sometimes it looks like a white, bluish light. Or sometimes it just looks like a white light. Here you are beginning to connect with your highest self, remembering who you are. And now beginning to call back the parts of the fragmented soul, the parts of you that were broken off from trauma that happened in this lifetime or last lifetime, it doesn't matter. Just allowing the particles of light that is your highest self to come back to you now. You are the magnet calling back these parts of you, calling back the eternal divine love within you, calling back the worth, calling back the peace, calling back the parts of you that make you whole. And if you can't see anything, don't worry. Just set your intention to call back these parts of you that have been broken off, that have been forgotten, separated from you for perhaps centuries, through your lineage, through circumstances. Just beginning to call these particles back to you, and you might even see an infusion of what looks like white little particles beginning to come back into your heart. Calling back these parts of you. Wherever you may feel that there are still some karmic attachments to a person or persons or a situation, imagine seeing that cord from your solar plexus to that situation beginning to dissolve. From that situation, pull back your power cord. Pull it back into you. And as these particles of your soul begin to come back, more and more of these cords connected to the past are being dissolved. There are many guides and angelic and galactic presences here. Allowing the cords to begin to dissolve more and more. Pulling back the parts of you from the past lives, from your ancestors. Releasing these cords for any disease patterns that you may have in your lineage. Whether they be physical, emotional, mental. Releasing them now to their point of origin. And wherever these cords need to dissolve through forgiveness, complete forgiveness and letting go. Just imagine the cords dissolving. As your being is being restored, retrieving the parts of your soul that have been cut off, bringing them back to you to remember. The veil between you and your higher self is thinning each and every year. And now allowing some of these karmic cords to begin to dissolve through love. Since love heals all wounds, allowing the divine love of the heart to open. Trusting that all experiences are karmic in some way, meant to assist us to grow higher and higher. And the cords for compassion. Since compassion creates miracles, when we have compassion for ourselves and others, we call back these parts of ourselves that have been broken off. Allowing yourself to bathe in the golden light. Healing these karmic patterns, activating your destiny points. these points in your life that bring purpose, love, abundance. Allowing yourself to be restored on all levels. And this golden light begins to run through your etheric blueprint. This is the blueprint of your soul for all lifetimes. That golden light begins to make corrections. Clearing and correcting the etheric blueprint. Restoration is in progress. Just allowing this to unfold and let the integration take place. Bathing in the light and love of the plane where the soul is nourished and restored. And the great ones are here, the great beings of light. And they are here to assist us to expand our energy systems. First by touching the heart. And then by touching the mind. The great beings of light hear the call from a group for humanity to shift its consciousness through the healing and restoration of the soul. And just allow the transmission to come through now for the great beings of light. The Pleiadians come with an infusion of light that is whitish gold as they come to again touch your heart and mind. And as the Sirians come with their blue light, the blue ray, the light of Sirius, of peace and restoration, allow the transmission from the Sirians to run down through the top of your head, down your spine, down into every cell in your being. The blue light of Sirius changes situations, karmic situations, resolves conflict. That blue light of Sirius runs through your etheric body, again, to restore and correct the soul's blueprint, correcting it to be the magnet for abundance, for all things that the soul can so easily create. And as your soul is restored, and all those parts of you are coming back through the centuries, through the time and space of old times, allow yourself to feel that feeling of restoration, freedom. Choosing freedom. And as you begin to merge with your highest self, let the energies flow through you. You are in a constant state of becoming. Completion. As you ever so gently allow yourself to begin to come back with a new sense of being and freedom, just allowing yourself to begin to travel back in that cocoon of golden light, coming through that portal of light, coming through that second portal of light, and just allowing yourself to integrate, coming back into the body, and there are some guides here who wish to channel through me. They will be speaking about attachment and how thin the veil is. Greetings, dearly beloved souls. I am an energy being of galactic nature, and you may call upon me as Heshtar, that I do not come alone. I bring with me many galactic cousins and beings of light, the sisterhood of light and the brotherhood of light, all who are here to assist humanity in its evolution. We wish first to make reference to the attachment concept and how humans so easily attach to something outside of themselves to fill that emptiness within. And while this has been a pattern for centuries and throughout the ages, you are now coming to a point where releasing the attachment will be the best thing that you do, for it will raise you higher to the attachment, if you will, of your higher self, the integration of your higher self, moving beyond the need and the attachment to a thing, a person, a situation to be the way you need it to be. It is your higher self that you have been searching for. It is your higher self that you have been longing to reconnect with. And every human experience that you have is helping to bring you there. So when you are feeling the attachment to something or someone as filling a void within you, release it and go higher within yourself. For that is where the true freedom comes from. And paradoxically, what happens is as you release that attachment, all that you would desire begins to come to you automatically. You don't need to hold on to it or control it in any way. This is the secret of becoming, is to become what you desire within yourself. And all that you wish and desire at the soul level automatically begins to magnetize to you. You are at a point in human evolution where for many of you, the veil between you and your higher self is so thin. It is really just an illusion that you are not your higher self. But we understand that the karmic patterns and the human condition slows things down and requires you to do some of that work that you call inner work. Yet, if you could see the veil as being a thin piece of clear white silk that you could see through and trust that this is who you are and who you were created to be, and reach for that, we promise that every area of your life will improve, will be abundant, will be filled with love and joy and peace and health and prosperity. It is that simple. Yet we understand that the journey to get there can sometimes feel arduous for you. And it can feel taxing. And so when you are in those low moments, just imagine yourself looking up to your higher self through that clear piece of silk, that you can see yourself in the higher realms. Know that that is not far away, that is who you are. Allowing yourself to be lifted up by not just the understanding of who you are, but letting the energy of who you are embody every cell within you. We come here in gratitude, in love and light, to assure you that even in those dark moments and when those times feel so difficult, that they too will pass. That you are not bound to this darkness. We would also like to say, as you observe the condition of the world and all of that which you do not like, again, do not become attached to what you do not like. Trust that the world too is in its own level of evolution. And that through your own light, in time, there will be a great shift. And that everything that is occurring is in perfect process. We come in deep gratitude and send you love and light for your hard work. Our gift to you, our blessing to you, and our wish for you is to remember who you were created to be. For that is the greatest gift you give yourself and the world. Blessings and love and light, dear souls. We are not far away. Ever so gently, just take some deep breaths as you come back and integrate.